Hey guys, hi. Here I am again with a new tutorial on this beaded star 5 petaled earring design. It's really fun and cool design. It's really super easy and you will need a very little materials. I'm going to make this video in one go, so you have to bear with me because I'm going to go really fast with the list of materials. So, in order to make one part of one pair of earring, you will need a 8 mm round pearl bead, 5 6 mm glass pearl beads, 11 seed beads, 15 of 8 seed beads, and of course a ear hook. So um, I wanted to share this information with you. I have taken a 8 mm pearl bead, so I added 10 beads. You need to have an even number of 8 seed beads around the pearl. If you are taking a bigger bead than an 8 mm, you could always fit in 12 or 14 beads, but make sure that the beads that you are putting around it are even so that you have nice cool petals. And if you don't use even number, you won't be able to get even petals. Okay, so just because I have to have this star shape with my earring, so I took like 10 beads so that I had like 5 petals. If you're taking 12 beads around the pearl, you would have like 6 petals. So it's up to you, up to your imagination. You could do anything with it. So let's get started. Oh, I forgot, you would also need a size 10 beading needle and some beading thread. File line would do just fine. What I did was I took my pearl and I went through the pearl several times. I'll show you one more time, okay? I took the pearl and I went through the pearl in this way, so that I had thread bridges on this side and this side. You can see it here and here also. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's count our beads. 1 2 3 4. Oopsie, rolling beads again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Okay, so these are the 10 beads that we're going to put around the pearl. Okay, it's super easy. We're going to use brick stitch. So you're going to pick up 2 beads, go underneath the pearl, not the pearl actually, but the bridge of thread around the pearl, and pull, and just go into one of the beads in this way. Pick up a bead, go underneath the thread and up the last bead that you added. This is how you do a brick stitch. Again, I'll show you. Pick up a bead, go underneath the thread bridge and up into the 8 and pull your thread. It sits nice and tight. Do the same into the other beads. Pick up a bead, go under the thread and up the bead. Pick up a bead, go underneath the thread and up the bead. Pick up a bead, go underneath the thread and up the bead. Pick up a bead, underneath the thread and up the bead. Pick up a bead, underneath the thread and up the bead. I got my 10 beads round. Now I need to close my work here. So I'll go down into the first bead that I added and up I come through the last bead that I just added. What this does is completes my work and my work is secure. So at this point here, I'm going to cut in my tail thread. Yeah, it's done. It's a really windy day over here, so please bear with me. Okay, now that this is done, I'm going to now add in the pearls, the 6mm pearls. Yeah, I'm coming out of this seed bead right here. Okay, so what I will be doing is I'll pick up a pearl and a seed bead size 8, drop them down, hold it tight, leave the last 8 that we added, go into the pearl and then the side bead, the bead that we were coming out of. Okay, just like this, and pull tight. Leave a bead in between and go down or go up through the next bead. So we are leaving a bead in between. Pick up a pearl and 8, drop them down, leave the 8 that we added, go into the pearl and the seed bead that the pearl is sitting upon. Leave a bead in between, go into the next bead, pick up a pearl, 8, go down through the pearl and the 8 only, leave a bead in between, go into the next bead, pick up your pearl and your 8, leaving the 8 that we just added, go into the pearl and the 8 that sits down. Leave a bead in between, go up through the next 8, pick up your last pearl bead and your 8 and run down through only the pearl and the 8 that we are sitting upon. So that's all you have right now. Now what do? Go up through the 8 that is between the pearl beads. Anyone would do, left or right, doesn't matter. Pick up 8 of your 11s, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and the last one being 8. Go into the 8 that is sitting on top of the 6mm. Pull tight. Pick up again 8 of your 11s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Yeah. Now go down through the 8 that sits between, the next 8 that sits between the two pearls. Okay, go down through that bead. Now this is where the thing gets tricky. If you can notice, there is a bridge of thread between these two beads. I'm going to go underneath or in between the two beads with my needle, pull tight, and then I'm going to come out of the same 8. What it did was it secured my thread underneath the same bead. It just went into it and up again so that I can work in the same bead all over again. So I'm going to pick up 8 more seed beads again. 8. And again, I'm going to go into the next 8 that sits on top of the pearl, and again I'm going to pick up 8 more seed beads. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, and I'm going to go into the next 8 that sits in between the two glass pearl beads, 6mm pearl beads, and again I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go underneath the thread bridge in between the two 8's, this and this. I'm going to pull my thread up, and then I'm going to come up through the same bead so that I can work in the same bead all over again. I'm going to pick up 8 more beads. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Go into the 8, again pick up 8 more beads. And 8. Oopsie. We're going to repeat the same thing all over again. Go into the 8 that sits in between the 6mm pearls. In order to secure my thread, I'm going to go inside the thread gap between the two 8's, and up I come through the same 8. Continue doing the same. Pick up 8 more again. Run it down. Go into the 8 that's between the beads and into the thread gap between them, and up again through the same 8. And again pick up 8 more beads. Go into the bead that sits on top of the 6mm. Again pick 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 more. Okay, take them down and go into the next 8. Okay, now run your needle down through this 8 and the pole, okay, and go into the 8 that sits on top of your thread, on top of your 6mm. Now pick up 1 2 and 3 11 O's. Go down in order to make a peacock in top of your petals in this way. Now turn your work. Go through some of the seed beads that are sitting on top the side beads, only some, like I went through 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 and come up through the 6 beads. Those are sitting on the other petal, and through the 8 row as well. Pick up 3 more beads and again make a picot and go through 6 more beads. And I picked up 3 more beads, going through the 8 row and 6 more beads on the sides, so that I made a picot here, and I just needed to attach the 2 petals together. So I went through 4 5 and 6 seed beads, and then I joined in the other petal through the same 6 seed beads. Go into the 8 row again, make a picot there, so it'll be like 1 2 3. Pick up your work, make a picot there, okay, run down through 6 beads. Basically we are just attaching one petal to the other so that my work is secure and doesn't move around, okay? It will be a lot tighter than the previous step. And I'm just coming out of the 8 row. This time again I'm going to pick up 3 more beads, 3 more 11s, and make a picot again. Run down through 6 seed beads on the side and up through the 6 seed beads on the other petal and into the last 8 row. Over here we completed picots on the 4 petals, and on this last one, just because we needed to add in the ear hook, so I will be picking up 1 2 3 and 4 seed beads, okay? Make a ring there, go around the same beads, that's all. Go into the pearl, into the 8 row that's sitting right under the pearl, and in between the bridges of thread I am just going to put on some half-hitch knots, and I'm going to go into some of the 8 rows and the 11s, and I'm going to cut my thread right here. Wait a second. So there's my star component all ready and shiny. Now the last thing is to attach my ear hook or ear wire. Wait till I put that on. I just put that in between my loop, the 4 bead loop and not the 3 bead picots, okay? This is the loop. So wait a second. Don't worry guys, I'm right here. Here I am. My work completed. I tried to make the video as small as possible, but it doesn't really matter because it took a lot of time. Anyways, my work is done and I completed the 2 beautiful five-petaled flower, or you can say a star-shaped flower earring. I think it's really pretty for spring, and you could possibly do so many things with it. You could always make components like 10 like 7 or 8 components and join them together in order to make a beautiful necklace, or a bracelet would also look beautiful like this. Yeah, it's really pretty. So you can do a lot of things with these. It's almost spring here, so we will be doing so many spring designs in this month. I hope you stay tuned. Please subscribe to my channel for updates, and if you really like this, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. That's all I ask of you guys. So I hope you have a beautiful time, and just have a nice day, guys. Stay tuned to my channel. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.